Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Argo Sports Insider. I'm your host, Will Kennedy. We're here on the campus of the University of West Florida in Pensacola, Florida. And this week, we've taken it outside. We are here at Jim Spooner Field to talk, starting the program, UWF baseball. But what we'd like to do here on Argo Sports Insider every time is take you inside the world of the University of West Florida athletics and shine the light on our coaches, our student athletes, and our staff as well. We are talking baseball to start off. The Argos are 26-8, and you look up and it's hard to believe, but the regular season, is almost over already. Lee comes in. Lee, top team in the GSC. It's a battle of two of the best programs in the conference, and they will meet to close out the regular season this weekend coming up, and then it's the Gulf South Conference Tournament. We had a chance to catch up to Coach Mike Jeffcoat, one of the players, to talk about a series win at West Georgia last time out. Coach, here we are. I mean, you look up, it's the last series of the regular season, and then you got the conference tournament. Where did it all go?
It went by fast, it did, and really proud of this team and the body of work they put together. Lee clinched this past weekend after sweeping Mississippi College, and we lost one of the three to West Georgia, but took 2 out of 3. So, Lee really played a really great season. We were going to have to sweep a couple of those games that, I thought let get away from us, but you got to give them a lot of credit. But we still have it head-to-head this weekend, which means a lot for regional implications. Good thing to have a series like that against that top team right before you head to the GSC? Yeah, absolutely. We hope that, it's a preview of something to come in the conference tournament. Both of us have shown we're the most consistent team so far this season. Anything can change in the postseason. You got to respect everybody, but it's good to play this kind of competition. If we both make the regional, which we're in position to do that if we finish strong, may see each other again. And normally that's how it happens when the top 2 teams out of GSC get out of there and go to the regional. You've played 4, 5, 6 times, and so it's going to be a great test. It lets us see where we're at and obviously where they're at the end of the season before going into postseason. Does that help a little bit going into now Lee and then the conference tournament as far as getting arms feeling a little bit better? Well, that was hamstrings and all that. Yeah, that was the one benefit of the break. It let some guys heal up that were banged up, whether it be a pitcher or 2 or some position players with hamstrings and groin issues, which a lot of teams and players have this time of year. So it let us get healthy, and that was a positive. So we'll hopefully keep that going. You got Lee coming in for this last series. I mean, so you get that kind of test right before the GSC tournament. Good thing or bad thing?
Oh, it's definitely good. Definitely good. They're ranked number 1 right now, so if we want to be the best, we got to beat the best. That's like the saying goes.
Senior weekend too, kind of that last thing, a chance to honor those kind of folks. And what does that mean to the team?
It means a lot. It means a lot to me personally. I'm a red shirt, Corona shirt, like we've talked about before, and I'm proud of this program. I'm proud to be represented that day, and I know that the juniors and sophomores and everything, they all look up to us. So it'll be a happy moment, be a good moment.
It is senior weekend coming up here, right here at the Spoon. Lee comes in for that big conference clash. Single game on Friday, doubleheader on Saturday, and there will be senior day activities before that doubleheader takes place. Coming up next year on the program, we'll talk softball. Same situation, Lee coming in, conference tournament around the corner. Coach Ashley McLean is up next on Argo Sports Insider.
Real change occurs in that split second, a moment of connection among people.
With a common purpose,
a shared vision,
and a unified goal. What will you change?
What will change you? The University of West Florida. No limits.
What does Argo Spirit look like? Is it finding the perfect Argo outfit to show your team pride? Is it giving back while getting your pre-game grub? Or is it connecting with your community in the perfect spot? At Penn Air Federal Credit Union, it's being a proud sponsor of UWF Education, the Alumni Association, athletics, Penn Air Field, and having a spirit of communerosity. Learn more at pennair.org/aboutus.
This portion of Argo Sports Insider is brought to you by Penn Air Federal Credit Union, Jenny King, Hill Kelly Dodge, High Point Hotel Group, and the Florida Lottery.
Welcome back into Argo Sports Insider. Just a long throw across the diamond and over a fence or two is the Fork, where UWF softball will play this weekend. Coming up, they've got Lee coming in. The Argos went up to West Georgia their last time out, split a doubleheader to start things, and then got rained out in the final game of that series. So they come back home, 27 wins on the season now, 19-7 in conference play, currently sitting in 4th place, but a chance to be as high as 3rd when the conference tournament rolls around after this Lee series. What does this team need to do to make sure they are set and ready to go for the GSC tournament? We caught up with Coach Ashley McLean and slugger Allie Merrill to talk about that. Coach, here it is. You look up and it's last regular season series at home, and then the conference tournament right around the corner in this next window. I mean, this season has flown by.
It has flown by, you know, with all the COVID standards that we've had to go through, and our team's been very fortunate with not getting really COVID in our team. So we're excited about that, and we're excited for postseason, and we're excited to celebrate our seniors this weekend.
You guys will have Lee coming in. It is, you know, kind of senior weekend, final regular season series. What does that mean to you and to the program and the team?
You know, I'm excited. We were actually on our way to Lee when our season got canceled. So getting to play them again, we haven't played them since 2019, and they've always been a little rivalry with us, you know, going back to 2017 and beating them in Super. So just being excited to be here and be able to enjoy our seniors and celebrate them on the field and not having to do virtual things, and just enjoying it, you know, taking game by game and seeing where the rest of the season goes.
Conference tournament then comes right on the heels of that, and you've seen everybody. I mean, there's obviously the competition is stout in this conference. What is the team, you know, what do you got to do to get dialed in and be right when you head up to Alabama?
I think just being excited, you know, staying focused, being locked in, having that energy. If we have that energy and we're focused, we're going to be unstoppable. So I'm excited to see what they can bring.
Okay, let's talk about the series. I mean, you didn't get all 3 in, but you get a chance to go on the road and play and dodge some raindrops. How do you feel the team performed over the weekend?
I think we did good. I think the first game, we definitely didn't hit as well as we needed to, but I think in the second game we definitely picked it up, and we had a talk with coach in between the game, and I think we just collectively got better pitch selection, and kind of hit the ball a lot better.
What do you guys need to do, you know, the rest of the way? I mean, it's late in the season. You can't change a whole lot, but is it just kind of a focus thing at this point and kind of getting dialed in where you want to be?
Yeah, I think we just need to lock in and kind of play our game like we know how to. I think we sometimes get in there and get a little nervous thinking about regional rankings, conference tournament, but I think if we just play how we know how we can, that will do good.
That series with Lee starts at 1 o'clock on Saturday, doubleheader on Saturday, and then they'll have senior day activities after the doubleheader, and then softball, a little bit different than baseball, they'll turn around and play the final game of their series on Sunday. And then it's the GSC Tournament in Oxford, Alabama, coming up that next weekend, that big weekend in May, and we're looking forward to that action as well. Coming up next here on the program, we've got to talk about a GSC champion and a team that is ready to chase a national title, plus a women's golf player who's made her way into regional competition as well. That's next on Argo Sports Insider.
Real change occurs in that split second, a moment of connection among people.
With a common purpose,
a shared vision,
and a unified goal. What will you change?
What will change you? The University of West Florida. No limits.
What does Argo Spirit look like? Is it finding the perfect Argo outfit to show your team pride? Is it giving back while getting your pre-game grub? Or is it connecting with your community in the perfect spot? At Penn Air Federal Credit Union, it's being a proud sponsor of UWF Education, the Alumni Association, athletics, Penn Air Field, and having a spirit of communerosity. Learn more at pennair.org/aboutus.
For those who measure success by the worn tread on their tires, and those who strengthen their body and mind and drift through their weekends over nature's curve. Andrews Institute, for those who move.
We're back here on Argo Sports Insider, still here at Jim Spooner Field, the baseball field, where big series take place this weekend with Lee coming in for baseball and softball. But we're turning our attention to the golf course. They don't like it if we got out like a pitching wedge and hit some shots here on the baseball field. That is strictly forbidden. But the men's golf team here at the University of West Florida for Coach Steve Fell, #1 ranked in the country. They win the Gulf South Conference tournament their last time out, the tournament just across the state line in Mobile. The 105th conference championship for UWF athletics. So man, we got to keep changing the numbers out in the field house lobby. The team next will go into regional play, and this begins that run. At the beginning of the season, Coach Fell and his team said the goal is the national championship. They are on track for that. We had a chance after the GSC tournament to catch up to Coach to talk about the tournament performance and what comes next.
It was, a great tournament, hard fought. Lee gave us all we wanted, and hats off to them for the way they played. I mean, you have to have 5 guys that are capable of winning individually themselves, and that can throw up under par rounds just about every time. So you got to have that depth if you want to have a chance to win a national championship, and we got pretty good depth. This team has just played awesome the last 27 holes of our home tournament, and now this 54 holes. I think probably a combined of almost 60 under par for that many holes. So I think just kind of shows you the kind of talent and the depth that we got. I'm just really proud of them.
Congratulations to Elias Avisto, who won the GSC Tournament individual honors. Alejandro Restrepo from the UWF golf team is your Gulf South Conference Player of the Year. Tons of talent up and down Coach Steve Fell's lineup. The UWF women's golf team for Coach Kristen Dorsey did not win the conference tournament, but they had a strong showing at their tournament across in Mobile. Good news is, though, out of that tournament, Solange Gomez with a top 4 finish, and she gets the opportunity, kind of a late, last-second bid, if you will, kind of having to watch the board and see if she got in. She does get into regional play. She'll have the opportunity to travel up to Tennessee and start that on Monday, May 3rd. And we had a chance to talk to Coach Dorsey and Solange after the good news. Well, let's talk first, Coach, just about, kind of the conference tournament. I mean, obviously you want to win every tournament you go into. How did you feel your girls performed?
The girls performed, I think they performed well for what we've been through this spring. We did get 9 days of rest before we headed out to the tournament, but I saw a lot of growth from the first tournament that we had to the last one, and we were so close to peaking to our potential. I wish we, of course I wish we played better, and of course I wish we won, but the improvement that I saw in each girl and the team, that's something that we can carry over to the fall and next year, start planning for that title.
You do have one golfer, Solange, that's going to go on and play in the regionals, and kind of walk us through from your perspective that experience of waiting to see and kind of waiting and having to give a phone call to her to let her know.
Right, so I was probably just as excited and just as nervous. I knew she was on the cusp of getting in or just being out, with it being a COVID year and the numbers being reduced. When I got the call that said that she made it in as the 3rd individual, I think I may have screamed. And then it was probably something I'll remember for maybe the rest of my life, like getting to make that call to Sol and let her know that, hey, all that work we did, the sacrifices we've made with through the pandemic, it's paying off. We're getting to advance on.
Walk me through a little bit what it was like kind of waiting to find out if you were going to make the regionals and kind of what that moment was like when it came through and you found out I get to go.
Well, we finished conference. I got to finish 4th, and I knew it was pretty close. I was checking the ranking and I was checking updating NCAA page, and I knew it was going to be updated on Monday, but it was not getting updated. And I went to class. I was pretty nervous already, and I got a FaceTime call from Coach, and she asked me if I was ready to go play at regionals, and it was very exciting. I was shocked, even though I knew I was going to be close. I was shocked, and I was very happy, and it's just fun to get to have this experience again, and I'm ready to put UWF name pretty high up there.
Congratulations again to Solange. Again, she starts playing May 3rd. That is up in Tennessee with Lee hosting that tournament. The men are down in Bowling Green, Florida. That tournament starts May 6th and runs through the 8th. Coming up here next, it's time to talk tennis. GSC championships are in the book, and what's next? A regional tournament to be hosted right here on the campus of UWF. That's next on Argo Sports Insider.
What does Argo spirit look like? Is it finding the perfect Argo outfit to show your team pride? Is it giving back while getting your pre-game grub? Or is it connecting with your community in the perfect spot? At Penn Air Federal Credit Union, it's being a proud sponsor of UWF Education, the Alumni Association, athletics, Penn Air Field, and having a spirit of communerosity. Learn more at pennair.org/aboutus.
For those who measure success by the worn tread on their tires, and those who strengthen their body and mind and drift through their weekends over nature's current. Andrews Institute, for those who move.
This portion of Argo Sports Insider is brought to you by Coca-Cola, Baptist Healthcare and the Andrews Institute, Publix, Whataburger, and CPC Office Technologies.
Welcome back into Argo Sports Insider. We turn our attention to tennis now here at the University of West Florida. Wow, the UWF tennis program's super strong year in and year out. This year, no exception. Both teams, the men and women, made it to the GSC Tournament finals up in Montgomery, Alabama. Unfortunately, though, after two incredibly tough matches, both teams came up just short. The women losing to West Alabama, that snaps a streak of 10 consecutive conference championships. The men lose to a dynamic Valdosta team, and that one went right down to the wire as well. Coming up next, it's regional tournament time. University of West Florida will host that at the Ralph Skeeter Carson Tennis Complex, and that brings really some of the top teams in the nation into this region. There's a good chance that the national champ comes out of this regional tournament, so it's going to be tooth or nail all the way through. We had a chance to talk to Coach Derek Racine, who coaches both the men and the women, after those tough GSC finals. The Coach Conference Tournament in the books, and I know you've been telling us all year that the conference is getting tougher and tougher, and it showed in the finals. Both men's and women's make it, and both great battles.
Yeah, it was good. We didn't have an easy road on either side to get here. They fought hard on the men's side. We had a knockdown battle with Delta State. Third time we had to play them this year, and everyone was close. And then the girls had some tough matches, and just to get here was good. Today, both 4-3 matches are pretty much 4-3 matches. The girls' side was 4-3, and the guys ended up 4-2. But we had our chances. We got match points and points for the doubles, and it was a real good battle.
You're getting what you need out of your top players, it looks like, and then it was doubles in the finals, where you just kind of had it was unusual because you'd handled them in doubles previously.
And we've been good all year in doubles, and on the men's side, it wasn't that we weren't good today. We just a point or two here, but the doubles point's huge because every match the singles are so close, and there's 6 singles, and it seems you always split 3 with the other team, and then it comes down to who wins that doubles point. So it's big.
In the final, you had a lightning delay after having it moved several hours from where it was supposed to start. How does that play into preparation, and then in the middle of a match when you kind of have things going?
I thought that was a big thing in the match too. I thought we had momentum in both matches. We were up on 4 courts in the guys. We were up on 5 courts in the girls, and then we had that rain delay, lightning delay. Put us inside for an hour or so. And they have to do the same thing. So they came out well and kind of turned a couple of the matches that I thought we were up in, but we held on to some matches too that we were up. So I thought, it wasn't that we came out really flat. It just maybe changed a little bit, maybe it didn't. So.
You guys played tough competition all year. Rankings are good, regional rankings. How do you feel heading into the next phase, which is that regional competition?
Yeah, regionals has gotten super tough this year because they've cut the field down. They've cut the number of teams that go to the championship. So it's a tough road. You got to, we got 5 men and 5 women teams that go, and out of those, all 5 are in the top 10 in the country. So only one goes through. So it's really not fair from that aspect. But the other good thing is we're playing good competition all year. So it makes us better and makes a season that much more of a challenge.
I know it's disappointing to come up short in that final match for both teams. What do you do now between you got like a 2-week window, you find out about regionals, it's a quick turnaround and you play?
Yeah, and we've got a couple seniors, a few seniors that are graduating, so it's good we have that kind of break and graduation, be able to go to graduation and that kind of thing. But we got to work hard now. I think that they're kind of winding down in their classes, so they got some time where they think they can work extra hard and do that kind of thing. But it's a good time of year. You got a couple weeks to focus and just work.
And it is UWF hosting that regional tournament with all those top tough teams coming in. It starts May 7th, runs through May 9th, so we'll have those results for you on the next edition of Argo Sports Insider. Coming up here next on this program, it's an opportunity to say thank you to our fans and to our donors, and our student athletes will do just that.
Realm Apartments is a proud sponsor of the Argonauts. Realm is opening less than a mile from campus and is now leasing brand new apartments and townhouses for a fall 2021 opening. These apartments come fully furnished and rates include water, sewer, cable, Wi-Fi, and trash. Check out realmlife.com for more information. Go Argos!
For those who measure success by the worn tread on their tires, and those who strengthen their body and mind and drift through their weekends over nature's current. Andrews Institute, for those who move.
Welcome back into Argo Sports Insider. We just had Founders Week here at the University of West Florida and our annual Day of Giving, an opportunity for alumni and people who love this university to help support various programs across campus. And of course, you can always support University of West Florida athletics, and many of you did, and we thank you, Argo Nation, for doing that. And our student athletes put together a little something to say thank you to those donors who make this all possible.
I wanted to say thank you for your support. Because of the donors, my team and I are able to travel, get new gear, and new equipment. Being at UWF has been the best experience of my life. Thank you for all that you do for UWF athletics and all the teams.
Probably the best thing about being on the team is traveling, honestly, being with my team and joking around and getting to know each other very well. And because of you guys, we're able to do that and we're able to compete and do well and be one of the top schools in the nation for golf.
Since coming to UWF, I've been able to accomplish so many things with my team. We have done countless community service activities and many team bonding activities as well. We also won the GSC Championship in 2019 and were able to go to Denver, Colorado for the National Championship that same year.
We've had a lot of ups and downs this year, but we are extremely grateful to have had a season, and that's largely due to you guys. Because of your support, I was able to make an all-conference team for the first time in my career, which I'm extremely grateful for.
Because of your support, my team was able to be crowned NSISC Conference Champions for the 2020-21 season. It's our second year in a row winning this title, and we're hoping to keep the streak alive.
I just want to say thank you for your donations here in the spring, and without you guys, we wouldn't be able to be as successful as we were in the previous season when we made the national tournament, and we're hoping to repeat that in the fall. So thank you so much, and go Argos.
With your guys' support, I was able to graduate last fall, magna cum laude, and receive first team all-conference honors this past season. My team was actually able to make it to the GSC Tournament this year, which is a great improvement from last year.
You guys gave me the ability to become a first generational graduate. That's something that's never been done before in my family, and to break that generational curse, that means a lot to me. So I'm very thankful. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
We wanted to take this time to say thank you for everything that you have done. We're super appreciative and we miss playing for you guys so much. It's because of you that at the beginning of each year, our volleyball team gets a chance to go play some of the toughest competition in the country. And that in turn sets us up to compete for GSC championships year in and year out.
I'd like to thank you guys for your support, because without you guys, we would not have been able to have a season, or we have not missed a beat. So we appreciate you guys. Go Argos.
Huge thank you to our donors. All the gear that we get every year, our palms, signs, our bags, our travel money, anything that we're able to do for the school, solely based on fundraising. So you guys help us get there.
I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this chance to be part of this amazing family. I wouldn't have been here if not of you guys. So thank you a lot for being there, for supporting us through thick and thin.
Because of your support, I was given the opportunity to play the sport I love at a collegiate level while also receiving a quality education. This past year has been very different and unpredictable, but you stuck by us in your unwavering support. For that we say thank you and go Argos.
And I just wanted to say thank you so much for your kind donations over the years. Even with this whole pandemic going on, we really appreciate your support. So thank you very much for that.
Being involved in UWF athletics has been such a blessing these past few years. Traveling with my team has helped me create lifelong memories and some amazing friends. But being a part of UWF athletics means more than just competing. It means volunteering in the community, holding ourselves to high academic standards, and accepting leadership roles.
We are about to play national indoors this weekend, and I just wanted to say thank you for your support. We wouldn't be able to do all the things that we are doing right now without you helping us all the time. Thank you for sticking it with us in these difficult times, and let's go Argos.
I want to say thank you and go Argos.
Thank you. Go Argos.
We thank you. Go Argos.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we have been able to accomplish all of our goals. So thank you, and as always, go Argos.
I appreciate you, and I know all other student athletes appreciate you. So thank you again, and go Argos.
We miss you. We can't wait to play for you. Stay safe. Go Argos.
Huge thank you and go Argos.
Go Argos.
Go Argos.
We just wanted to say thank you and go Argos.
What a great group of student athletes here, and they really are, at this level, at this university, the definition of student athletes. Looking forward to watching these young people do amazing things when their playing careers are through. Remember, GoArgos.com is your central location for everything related to the University of West Florida athletics. And guess what? If you click on it, you're going to notice it's got a new look. We relaunched the website just recently. I have to say, I think it looks pretty good. And you can find all the information on scheduling, Gulf South Conference Championships, links to that coming up, the latest news and notes, and links to our social media as well. And don't forget the Argo Armada app right there on your phone, another way to do so. We'll have one more show coming up for you here on Argo Sports Insider. We'll talk about Gulf South Conference tournaments for baseball and softball, plus the regional tournaments for golf and tennis. As always, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time on Argo Sports Insider. Go Argos.